and welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you out to the shed of many names on this very cold night. Thankfully, I have a heater going in here because it is cold outside. We had a cold front move through, and I'm trying to get as much done this evening and next few days as possible. Well, with that being said, I have two very small, what I'm used to calling Cushaws. Some people call them Cushaws, I think. They go by many different names, but these are my two smallest ones, and I'm going to cut them up and dehydrate them because I want them for rice puddings, for oatmeal, and many other uses. So let's get busy a-cutting. Now, for those who don't know, from about right here up is solid, and from here down it'll have a hollow-like center, but there's still plenty of flesh to get off of here. And what you want to do is cut your top off first, and definitely don't throw it away. Put it in a composting bag so you can put it in your compost. And you're going to need a good sharp knife. Cut that one almost perfect. You can see where the hollow center starts out. And I'm going to cut this up into more manageable pieces. Oh, it smells so good. And when I get to the bale part inside, you want to have you a plate so you can save your seeds, because you've got to start saving your seeds. Now, all I'm going to do now is take a peeler, and you want to keep peeling till you get down to the flesh part. And you want to have a really good peeler. Let's make sure. Let's bring it down where you can actually see. Sorry about that. And of course, I've got my coffee, the liquid of warmth, and my dehydrator trays are set up and ready to go. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is just cut it up into smaller pieces. Because believe me, they're going to shrink in the dehydrator. If you've ever dehydrated pumpkin, you will know. That one can be cut down in half. I want little tiny cubes. That one will be cut down just a little bit. You don't want it too tiny, but you want it just right. Let me tell you, this Cushaw smells wonderful. And I'm going to keep doing this for the neck part. And I'm going to, let me move it over here to my dehydrator tray. And all I'm going to do is just load up my trays. And don't waste any pieces because they're all wonderful. Alright, I'm going to continue to keep doing this. And I will bring you back as soon as I'm done with the neck and we get started on the bottom part. See you here in a bit. Okay, I'm done with the neck of the Cushaw. And it ended up filling up 2 dehydrator trays very well. So, let's get started on the bale part. And what I like to do is cut the bottom off so I have a flat area to work with. Put my scraps in the compost pile bag. And just cut it in half. See if it has many seeds in it. I cut a bunch of them in half, unfortunately. So hopefully it still has seeds. Not many, but that's okay. And I'm going to keep these separate from my other Cushaw seeds and label these small Cushaws. And then I have 2 more big ones to do. I've already made a big batch of Cushaw butter. I used a little bit of it to the last batch. I used a little bit of it to make pies with. And that was part of the Cushaw puree that I dehydrated. I'm surprised it doesn't have many seeds. So, we shall see. We shall see, said the blind man. And no, not making fun. It's just an old phrase. And the bell part is pretty much the same like doing a pumpkin. Yep. Now I do the bell part a little differently. What I do is I take my paring knife, because I don't want to do all that scraping. Clean as a whistle. Let me make sure you can see. Sorry about that. I get busy and forget. And all I'm going to do is make sure I get all the rind or skin off of it. Depends on what part of the country you come from. And once that's cleaned up, I'm going to cut it up. Into the dehydrator it goes. And if you've never had Cushaw, they're wonderful. And these little pieces like this, I saved them for the end to do. I gotta also try to get some pumpkins cleaned up tonight so I can start another batch of pumpkin cooking in the morning, because I want to make some pumpkin butter. Simple, easy, anybody can do this. You just got to believe in yourself. And have the Cushaw and the dehydrator to work with. Alright, now I will bring you back as soon as I get done with this bale. And I get that one cut up. And I'll show you how much of the dehydrators that I filled up, and hoping to get both dehydrators going this evening. See you after a while. Okay, I finally got that finished. I have cut up both of those beautiful Cushaw squash, and I've been blessed with 7 trays full. The top one is a little light, but the rest of them are full. I'm fixing to plug her up so I can get some more heat going in the shed, because at the moment it's 28 degrees outside. And here soon I'm going to be heading home, get me some sleep, and come back in the morning and start getting busy again. Everyone, I'll see you in the morning. Take care. Well, it's the next morning, and I was blessed once again to wake up. Now, I did end up using both my dehydrators. I have this one stacked up, that way I have a little more room to work. I ended up with 7 trays of beautiful dried Cushaw, and I went on and cut up some more pumpkin last night, so I had an 8th tray, and I've already jarred up the pumpkin. So you're going to want a big glass storage jar and a funnel. And let me tell you, this I love using. And yes, it's a cat litter pan that's never been used. It's been washed real good. And it is excellent for catching the food coming off these dehydrator trays. So let's get these trays unloaded, and that's what you want to hear. You want to hear it sound like little pebbles hitting. So that means, and I've also tested them, they're hard as rocks. So they are definitely dry. And like I said, I've let them acclimate, which is cool down. And they are ready to be jarred up. I have another video coming up soon in which some of these babies are going to be used in. And I'm looking forward to that video. Now this is just one of many ways that you can save your winter squash harvest, or the winter squash that you buy. Either way is fine, as long as you have it to put back, because you need to put back as much as possible, and a variety of items. Because you don't want to get stuck eating the same old stuff over and over. You have to have variety, and that way you get different versions of nutrients, vitamins, and minerals in your system. Look how beautiful those are. Little bitty Cushaw rocks is what I'm going to call them. It's wonderful, and I am so blessed to have them. But you wouldn't think that those 2 medium-sized Cushaws would shrink down this much. Let me tell you, that's a lot of little rocks too. And you're just going to want to keep adding them to your jar. And believe me, using a funnel is a huge help. A scoop would be great too, but hey, I use what I have. I use my natural scoop. I probably could have put this in a quart jar, but that's okay. Hoping to have more to dehydrate here soon. I've got 2 big ones to do, and I know most of that is scheduled for Cushaw pie filling. Oh yes. See how simple and easy that is? All you need is the squash, the Cushaw squash, dehydrators, and the patience to cut all those little cubes up. Let me hold on a second, let me find my marker. I'm going to have to get me a special little holder to put up somewhere where I can just put my couple Sharpies in it, that way I can keep up with them. Okay, and you're going to want to put Cushaw, and I know it's squash. 12/21 is when I dehydrated it. 12 being the month, 21 being the year. But look at that. Now there was no waste of that Cushaw squash at all. And that's about half of a half-gallon jar. Let's see, what does it say? You wouldn't think it. 4 cups. That is what those 2 Cushaws dehydrated down to. So you see, it takes a lot of produce to dehydrate. But you know what? Doesn't matter how much I have, as long as I have it. And I am thankful to have these. Plus, I have the peelings and the inner guts for the compost pile to make more compost. And I have the beautiful seeds, which yes, I am saving every one of them that are fertile. I hope this video encourages you as well to dehydrate your own Cushaw squash, winter squash, pumpkins, let me think, Hubbard squash, you name it, sweet potatoes, all your winter vegetables. Well, sweet potatoes is more of a root crop, not a winter vegetable, but things that you can dehydrate is limitless. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please click like and share it far and wide. I look forward to seeing y'all in my next video. Everyone take care, stay safe and sound out in this crazy world. Stay positive. We got this. One way or another, we're going to make it through. I look forward to seeing you soon. Everyone, may you each be blessed and have a wonderful day ahead.